Hutch is back in action.
Yes, he is.
What excited you the most about returning to this character?
I relate to him, you know. In many ways, components of the character are me. In the first film, I shared with people that I had 2 break-ins in my home. And so that first act, some of that was actually from my life. In the second film, they go on a vacation. As a kid, my family went on 2 vacations. We had 7 kids in our family. We couldn't afford to go on vacation. But we did get to go 2 times, once to the state fair and once a few years earlier to a place called the Wisconsin Dells, where they have duck boats and they have, you know, outdoor lake swimming, and we got to stay there and go in duck boats just like in the movie, and there was a water show and things like that. The town in Nobody 2 is based on that vacation that I took as a kid.
How was working with Sharon Stone?
Ah, fantastic. Sharon is the best. Serious actress, you know, reminds me very much of Bryan Cranston and Ray Seahorn, who I worked with on Better Call Saul and Breaking Bad. So I understood right away how seriously she took the job, and we got into it. We got to work, both of us together, and she delivered a great performance.
Tell me about the family dynamic in this new movie.
So, yeah, in Nobody 2, they've got a husband and wife who are trying to deal with what we call work-life balance. And it's hard to know when to stop and when to focus on your family and when to be together and really keep your mind in the game of being with your loved ones. So Hutch and Becca, the 2 characters in Nobody 2, are having a hard time, you know, keeping connected as a family. And they think hopefully this vacation will give them that chance.
They're like a real couple, like a real people. This is not some perfect, you know, Disney couple. No, they have issues and they have disagreements, but they hold each other accountable. They hold each other up at the same time as they have differences, and they know what they're both working at, and that is to keep this beautiful entity together and safe. And I think that's what people feel when they watch it.
The film revolves around a family who goes on a vacation that goes terribly wrong.
Yes.
Do you remember as a child going on a crazy family vacation?
Absolutely. And we were 4 kids. It was wild. It was wild. Like, you know, I don't know how my mom ended up having had 4 kids before she was 30. But, you know, it was wild on vacation. And I just remember, like, almost like losing one of the kids into the river, and another one, like we had to tie the youngest one on a string because he was a wanderer, right? Like he would go everywhere. And it is so chaotic, but it is the chaos that in reality is also the freedom, right, of vacation. I love it.